Hello, this is a very quick video to try and show you how to use CheckCIF from crystals. You can see the crystals launcher here on the screen, and it contains just one entry, which is the last structure I refined. Double click that to open it, and there it is. Right, I'm going to output a CIF file, and I do that from the results menu, top entry, output CIF file. I can make sure we're in we've converged to a true minimum by doing 6 final cycles of refinement. We don't need to change any of the other parameters. So off it goes, and it writes the CIF file and a related FCF file which contains the reflection data to the folder where we're working. And we can get to that really quickly by just clicking on the underlined text there, like a hyperlink, and that will just open up a copy of Explorer for us any second now. There it is, with that file highlighted. So we'll come back to that window in a second. Back in Crystals, we need to also get to CheckCIF. So in the results menu, CheckCIF on the web is down here. There's a number of different options, but we'll go for CheckCIF on the web, and let's just shrink that down a bit. So here is CheckCIF. We can browse for a file, but it's in a bit of a complicated location, so instead we can just drag it in from the folder we just opened. So I drop it here, publish.cif, leave everything else as default, and send the file for checking. We can then also include the structure factor information, so I can drag that second file, publish.fcf, over here, and upload structure factor file, and then it runs all the checks for us. So it outputs some information. So is this the structure we remember it being? P212121, C7H11N103, and then below that kind of summary of the structure, it gives us some alerts. So it tells us we've missed the number of cell measurement reflections, and a description of our crystal, and these A alerts are usually the most serious, although here they're just things that are missed out of the CIF. It doesn't recognise some sort of identifier. This is probably the crystal colour. We've got a question mark instead of a colour. We haven't given it the dimensions of our crystal. So these are fairly trivial alerts. But that is CheckCIF. We can click on any of these links to have it try and explain to us a bit in a bit more detail about why such an alert might have arisen. And that is it. There's a picture of our structure. There's CheckCIF and how to access it from crystals, and you can just carry on working in crystals afterwards.